Okay, let's take a list. Now that I've sold you on how important tables are and you're just chomping at the bit to create one, let's create a table and let's take a look at what the environment of a table looks like. All right, so the first thing we're going to want to do is be clicked inside of our continuous range, which we are. We're going to go to the Insert tab in the ribbon, and on the left-hand side, we are going to see Table. We could also do the keyboard shortcut of Ctrl+T, if you're a shortcut person, to create a table, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and click Table. All right, ooh, what does this do? So create table, where's the data for your table? We see it's automatically grabbing the entire continuous range. So, again, we just have to be clicked inside of it. We don't have to physically highlight. We do want it to say that our table has headers, so that's important. And we'll click OK. And boom, we've got a table. Now, right away, this looks a lot cooler than just a regular continuous range, right? But that aside, this is fantastic. There are lots of great features in here. Let's look at a couple of things. First of all, again, we see immediately our sort and filter options dropping down up here. This is the exact same filter that we learned about in our filtering section of this course. If I click in a blank cell, right, everything's going to disappear in the ribbon. But if I click back into the table, right, we see that we have a contextual tab appearing in the ribbon called Table Design. Can click on that, and there we go. Now, contextual tabs, if you're not familiar with that, anytime you have an object and you click on that object, you're going to get a tab in the ribbon with commands and options for that particular object. Okay, so since we're clicked in the table, we get table design, and there's all kinds of things in here that we can use and do for our table. First thing that we'll deal with here is just the ability to name our table and resize our table. Naming the table is important because when we create a table, it gives it a named range, right? So right now, this named range is called table 1. So if we wanted to reference this in a formula, we would put table 1. This is also going to become the default name of the data set if we were to import it into, wherever it is we're importing it, right? SharePoint, Power BI, Power Pivot, right? It's going to give it this name unless we change it. So we're going to change this here, and we're just going to say call data underscore, we'll just say call data. That's the name of it, right? Call data. And I'm going to hit enter. Now, same rule here, because it's a named range, right? The rules for a named range would apply here. No spaces, no special characters, have to start with a text character, all of those things, right? It says that name already exists. All right, let's give it a different name. We'll call this then call underscore data underscore 2024. All right, there we go. All right, so that is that. We then have an option here for resizing the table. Now, this is specifically for if when we initially created our table, we did not include the correct data. If we recognize that there's information that's outside of this range that we wanted to include as a part of the table, or maybe there was information we meant to exclude, which is probably the more common thing, right? We could go back and say resize table, and we could adjust the dimensions of the table. Now, we don't need to use this if we're adding new data, right? I could just come here and just add in a new column just by typing a heading. Let's call this sales tax, for example. And boom, it adds that in like so. The same thing would be true for our rows if that's what we were doing, right? Same thing is true here. If I were to do this inside, let's insert a column, and there we go. Well, let's call this rating score, right? And there we go, right? So we could easily add columns, we could easily add rows, and it'll automatically expand our table. But if we needed to change the actual initial dimensions of the table, we would use resize table to handle that.